Today I'm going to be demoing the P&S carpet cleaning system here on my 2010 Chrysler Town & Country. Now this vehicle we have had since it had 50,000 miles. It currently has 220,000 miles. So this has seen a lot of gunk and junk, as you can see. We got stains on the seats, on the backs, on the bottoms. Got stains on the floors, as you can easily see, all across here. Now I have already vacuumed this out, but obviously with kids, you're only going to get a certain amount out of the carpet, that sort of thing. So that's why I went ahead and bought the P&S system. Now, if you don't know what the P&S system is, essentially it is their P&S Terminator, enzyme spot and stain remover, their carpet bomber, so this is going to be their cleaner, and then their finisher. Now the Terminator and the finisher, you do not dilute, you just put in as is. Carpet bomber, you're going to dilute somewhere between 5 and 8 to 1 in regards to mixing it with water. So this one's obviously going to last a little bit longer. This is designed to be like a spot treatment. However, because of how bad this vehicle is, I may use it in more than just a spot treatment. I might just go ahead and spray it all over the spots that are, pretty bad, which is the majority of this vehicle. But this is going to be what their setup is. So we're going to start with the P&S Terminator. So this again is not going to be diluted, and again, because of how bad these seats are, I'm just going to kind of spray it all over the front and the back. Okay, so just spraying it all over there. I'm also going to go ahead and get this spot here on the floor. You can see how bad that spot is right there. I'm going to go ahead and spray there on the floor, and then I'm also just going to kind of spray all of this. So I'm going to try and do this whole section all at once here in this video just to kind of show you. All right, so I've got the Terminator, I've got that all sprayed out. Now with this, there is no dilution, but after spraying it, you are going to want to use a drill brush or something to agitate. Now that I got the Terminator all scrubbed in, obviously you will still be able to see the spots and such, so don't worry about that yet. Next, I'm going to be putting the carpet bomber on. So since these stains are pretty bad, I've got this diluted at a 5-to-1 ratio. I just have it kind of mixed up in a bucket, in a container, and I've got it marked as number 2 because this is going to be the second step in the process. So I am going to spray this pretty liberally, more liberally than I did the Terminator. Since this is mixed in with water, I'm going to go ahead and spray extra on here. Okay, you are going to agitate and then use an extractor after going with this process. Now the carpet bomber will soap up a lot more than the Terminator, just so you know. So if you're using especially like a drill brush or something, or even a regular agitator, you're going to notice a lot more soap with this one. Now the extractor that I have is actually connected to my wet dry vac, so I am going to be applying water. I've just got this little pump, so I'm going to be applying some extra water just to kind of give the extractor, make it easier for the extractor to kind of pull that carpet bomber out of there, all of the dirt out of there, etc. I'm guessing this will probably take a couple passes. Again, I have not cleaned this vehicle ever with any cleaning products like this. I have cleaned it with a variety of different things, but none were ever able to take out the stains and those sorts of things. So I'm guessing that this is probably going to take more than one extraction, which I'm just going to go in with the carpet bomber again, especially like here on the floor. You can kind of still see that dirty stain. So I went through with the first extraction. Now again, this has 220,000 miles on it. I've never gone through and got it detailed like at an actual detailer place. The seat, a lot of it has come out. You can see that all the staining here has come out. The floor, not as good. So a lot of the staining came out, but you can still see a lot of the dirty parts. Probably hard with the shadow there, but you can still see a lot of the dirty parts there, especially right along here. Now I could take this part out and get right along here a little bit better. It's hard to get the extractor in there, the drill brush in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and do a second treatment of carpet bomber. Now the carpet bomber does say to leave it on for 1 to 3 minutes, I think is what the instructions say. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second round of carpet bomber, spraying especially on these carpets here on the floor. Those are the ones that are really dirty. You can kind of see the difference in color. Let me see if I can move out of the sunshine. Difference in color between this and that is because this part here is normally behind the chair, so this chair is slid back, and so this part here is the part that's mostly walked on. You can kind of see the color difference there. Probably hard with the sunshine, but you can kind of see it. So I'm going to do a second round of carpet bomber on it. Second round of carpet bomber is on. I let it sit for about 2.5-3 minutes. I went ahead and used a scrub brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and spray more water and then extract it, and we'll see what that looks like. Step 3 is the finisher. So this one is just going to be a light mist. So you're just going to kind of spray it all on top of all of the work that you've just done. Essentially, this is just designed to help make sure that no stain, dirt, etc. kind of get sucked in to where you were just cleaning. So it's like a enzyme neutralizer or something on there. That's what it says on the bottle. Essentially, you're just going to spray it all around everywhere. Now, we're going to go ahead and let it dry. And then I'll come back with you with the before and the after. As you can see, comparing this to this that has not been cleaned though, definitely a large improvement over what it was. It is almost dry. Let me go ahead and show you a picture of the before just to remind you. And then this is what it looks like now. As you can see, there's still a little bit of dirt and staining here that I could not get out. But look at what that floor looks like in comparison to that picture before. And then it's especially noticeable on the seats. All of the stains are entirely gone. Looks really, really nice. Obviously, it's not 100% dry. You can still kind of see a little bit of the wet here. Certainly could have gone down this side, but obviously the front is going to be the dirtiest part. So as you can see, that P&S system does an amazing job of getting out virtually everything. Like this, again, has been stepped on thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So getting that out is going to be a process. Like it's just going to be spray, rinse, spray, rinse, spray, rinse for that little part there. But beyond that, everything else is virtually back to where it was 100,000+ miles ago.